How do we stop Russia from controlling the entirety of the future of global trade? Hey guys, I'm here in Trieste, Italy, and right behind me is the very port that might redefine the entirety of the balance of power of trade in the world in the very near future. How? Let me explain. Right here in Trieste, Italy is the endpoint of a brand new proposed trade route to be constructed between Asia and Europe. Basically, this India, Middle East, Europe Economic Corridor, or IMEC, would be the construction of a new land route that would involve the major investments and involving new railways being built, highways being built, that would take goods from India to the Middle East, then on to Israel, go through the Mediterranean, then end up here in the Adriatic Sea, here in Trieste, and then all the goods would spread through Europe and eventually onward to America. While this is an ambitious project and would require a lot of investment and cooperation from a lot of states from around the world, the Russians have an alternative they're proposing with the Northern Sea Route, which goes along the Arctic along most of their territory. The primary problem with using the Northern Sea Route has traditionally been that it's frozen most of the time, and it's not really feasible to get ships from Europe to Asia or vice versa by going through the Arctic. But thanks to rising global temperatures, those waterways are opening up. The only primary problem with using the Northern Sea Route now is that it would let Russia dominate the rules of trade. IMEC, on the other hand, involves the cooperation of over 20 countries spanning from Europe to Asia, where each country would have an equal say in what's going on, how the goods are flown. It doesn't allow any single country to dominate the rules of trade. And as an added bonus, it forces countries to cooperate with Israel in the region, and if you force economic cooperation, you're more likely to get long-term peaceful cooperation. For obvious reasons, the Russians and even the Chinese have highly opposed this endeavor and have been doubling down on the Arctic, where the Chinese have been helping the Russians develop what they call the Silk Polar Road. There's way too much to talk about on this subject and to put in one short video, so I'll leave a link to some research I've conducted on the subject down below. But let me know what you think. Should the United States help invest in this project, building this new land route from Asia to Europe, or should we utilize the Northern Sea Route and utilize Russian and Chinese infrastructure? Let me know down below in the comments.